Hey everybody, it's BONDofGAMES. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we caught our last Pokemon, well, my last Pokemon is Poliwhirl, and I evolved it into Poliwrath right from the get-go. Taught it all the moves it needs, and we're set to go into the gym. Poliwrath is kinda under-leveled, but it's only a matter of time before it's up to par with the rest of the team. And we went to the Safari Zone already, so I don't expect to go back there anytime soon. Like, I don't think there's too many Pokemon I need to catch. Well, with that said, let's go right into the gym. I do not have Poliwrath up in front for one reason and one reason alone. Broodroot is level 31, meaning it's only one level away from leveling up. One level away from leveling up. One level away from evolving. And look at this. The Pokemon in here are pretty high level. And now, it may not be too smart to have a poison type fight a bunch of psychic type. Okay, so first I flinch and then he meditates. This is not good. Not good in the slightest. Okay, he actually does have Psychic. I don't know why I thought he didn't have Psychic. I thought he might have Confusion or something, not Psychic. Dang, wow. Okay, well, that's fun. I'm not gonna send out the fighting type either. This is bad typing. And what's funny is this is actually a poison type gym. So the leader is a poison user. However, Psychic? Really? A type that's strong against poison, and I am really underleveled. I'm intentionally underleveled, but jeez. If I didn't get that Leech Seed off, I'd have no damage on this thing. Let's weaken that headbutt a little bit, jeez. Because I don't see Flamethrower doing too much. Alright, so the burn is a little more, and now it should be good. Maybe this is KO? I don't know. Not even close. Live, live, live. Thank you, burn. Thank you, burn. He had 2 meditates up. That would have done something if he wasn't burned. Well, that's 2 Pokemon knocked out from the get-go. I'm not going to go level grind or anything, but I do want to go back and heal, so I'll be right back. Alright, well that was a bit of a rough start. I do want to say that this guy probably is the most powerful guy in this entire room, with the exception of the actual gym leader. Because there are definitely no Pokemon with power levels as high. Did I just say power levels? With levels as high as that, because they've actually got more than one Pokemon and they're actually kind of balanced. Now you'll see, we can't go straight forward to the gym leader, which is something I didn't really explain the first time I came in. That guy is kind of pointless to fight because you can kind of see the wall. It's supposed to be invisible, but you can plainly see it, all these little white spots in all the corners of each of these little tiles. Yeah, that's the invisible wall, so you can't even go past that guy once you battle him, so there's really no point. This guy's completely unavoidable. He's going to be staring at you the whole time. He dreads of becoming a ninja, so he joined this gym, which really doesn't make much sense because it's a Pokemon gym. It has nothing to do with the people, it's just the Pokemon they happen to use. But whatever. He starts off with Drowsy, so I'm going to go ahead and use Tripolar's Pursuit and see how much that does. I doubt it'll do much. That was a little to none. Wow. Okay. Try attack? Do more? Please? I mean, I know Pursuit is considered a special move, but wow. Wow. I cannot wait until I have a move to replace Pursuit. Because that did nothing. That's weird. Psychic Pokemon using poison tactics in the poison gym. Like, you would think the Pokemon that are psychic type using poison attacks would be better than the poison types because psychic is strong against poison. I don't get it. I also don't get how mind beats toxic, but okay. If that's how they want to do their little rock, paper, scissors style strengths and weaknesses thing, then have at it. And unfortunately, Tripolar is about to get knocked out because I'm not going to be able to switch and it's going to take poison damage. This is one of the challenges to having my Pokemon style set as set instead of shift. For those of you that are unaware, just basically at the beginning of the LP, I decided I would change the settings in the options so that whenever it says like, oh, the enemy is about to send in Kadabra, would you like to switch? I don't get that option at all. It's just straight up, they send in the next Pokemon and I'm stuck with whoever I have in. Otherwise, I think this game would be a lot easier. Oh, come on, don't recover! The sole reason I sent in Mozilla was to get some more experience because it's so low level. Yeah, as you can see, I'm under level for the regular Pokemon in the gym, not even counting the gym leader. And the gym leader's quite a bit more powerful than this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see myself winning on my first attempt. I'm not gonna cut anything out, but I honestly don't see myself winning the first attempt. I'll be completely healed up by the time I reach him. Like, by the time I reach him and I have no one else to fight, I'll stop, go back and heal and then come back, but that's about it. Alright, so poison gas now. Mozilla's poisoned. Fun, 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 fun. Alright, and this is gonna be just... yeah. Thought it would do a little more than that. But as long as he doesn't heal, yeah, okay. He's just a regular trainer, so I don't think he's gonna have, like, healing items and stuff. But that sucked that Kadabra kept spamming recover. That was annoying. He should have died way sooner. Yeah, I'll go heal. Alright, and now with Tripolar fully healed, I'm not going to be dumb and use Pursuit. I'm actually going to attack with him. Actually, these guys keep turning, so I might be able to get to the gym leader right now. Actually, no, I do have to fight this guy. I completely forgot. He's blocking your path, and he's the second of the required battlers you have to face. Something about what did you descend from? A bunch of white races. White races. I'm stupid. German, French, Spanish. All of the white. Of all the different origins I could have had, they were all white. I couldn't even be exotic. Like, let's make this guy as white as possible. My bloodline is a hat trick of white. Let's see. Hypno, lower level than before, at least. I'm about to die. Yeah, Tripolar, at least get some experience so you can level up. Let's not completely put you to waste. Let's get these two to level up. That'll be just perfect for the gym leader. Alright, how much is it gonna do? Not that much. Ooh. And I'm poisoned as well. Awesome. See, I don't like being on par or higher level than all the bosses and stuff. So that's why I'm not level grinding or anything, and that's also why I brought like status infliction moves on a couple of my different Pokemon on my team, because I want the game to be a little more fun for me. I don't want to just use a super effective attack and KO everybody in 1 or 2 shots. I want there to be some challenge here, so... A Hypno that's stronger than my entire team. I have to find a way to take it down. Confuse Ray and a Burn? That could be a way to do it. Alright, now regardless of what happens, I'm pretty sure Tripolar can come in and just sweep things up. And if it hurts itself, it's over. Come on! You're oh, not enough. Just barely. A little more. Just add insult to injury, being killed by a quick attack. Wow, that is a lot of experience. Being split 2 ways. Not even bad, Juggler Sean. You're more skilled than I thought. Really, you play with fire, you got burned, and that's about it. Yeah. Play with fire. Got burned. I'm gonna go heal. Alright. I'm not gonna fight any more trainers in here. Just gonna go straight to the gym leader. And I almost broke my word and battled the guy right there. Yeah, I actually went ahead and put Whirlpool out in front. So, oh wait. So let's see how this works out. A mere child like you dares to challenge me? The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Very well, I shall show you the true terror as a ninja master. Poison brings steady doom. Sleep renders foes helpless. Despair to the creeping horror of poison-type Pokemon! And I think it's funny that he mentioned sleep. Leader Koga sends out coughing. And I honestly don't know why he mentioned sleep, because no one really puts anyone to sleep on his team. But anyway, coughing, level 37, move, self-destruct, smoke screen, sludge, and toxic. The biggest moves you have to worry about are toxic, which will really gradually, but more exponentially, take out all your HP. And then self-destruct is very powerful. It knocks him out as well, but it'll probably do a decent chunk to you considering what level he's at. But yeah, what I was saying about, I think it's funny that he even mentioned sleep, is he has nothing that can use to put us to sleep. And then my Pokemon that I'm using right now can put foes to sleep. You gotta be kidding me! Really, dude? Wow. 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 Wow! And then poison KO for nah. Dude. Not cool. Hypnosis, 3 surfs, you're dead. But no! Second turn, wake up, ball! Let's see, who? He's levitating, so I can't use ground attacks on him. You know what, let's go Brute Root. Get that Leech Seed out. He can't do too much to me physically, like he can't do too much damage to me, and he can't use Toxic on me because I'm part poison. And that's more than I thought he would do. Wow. I know I'm under level, but jeez. Giga Drain. Let's get a little HP back. And he better not use a freaking super hyper potion or any of that foolishness. And there he goes with the hyper potion. Yay. Can I get a crit? No. No, I can't. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, it sucks that this thing is levitating. Like, it's a poison type, so one of its only weaknesses, being a levitating Pokemon, is Psychic. If not his only weakness. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I think that's really it. This is not good. And not starting off too well. Let's see. Yeah, just try attack. I should be able to knock it out now. I mean, his defenses are pretty high. Alright, so that was something at least. But yeah, Koffing's got really good defenses, and yeah, here we go, Muck. Muck has Minimize, Sludge, Acid Armor, and Toxic. Minimize will make you more evasive, and Acid Armor will dramatically increase its defenses. So, once again, the only attacking move you have to worry about is Sludge, but considering the level, that could be very annoying. And he was already using Minimize. And that's why I kept Tripolar out, actually, because worst case scenario, I can still use Aerial Ace, which will always make contact. And if Tri-Attack could freeze or burn something, that'd be awesome. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Wow. 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 Okay, well, Hotness is my last resort. It can't be poisoned, so Toxic is useless. It resists Sludge, so now I really just have to worry about, like, stat increases and decreases for later Pokemon. And the crit mattered! Wow, thank you! That crit definitely mattered, because that Acid Armor boost, that had to have mattered. I refuse to believe it didn't matter, but hey, I'll take it. Let's see, Koffing. This is an exact copy of the previous Koffing that you saw. I'm not kidding. It's still level 37. It has the same exact moves. Self-Destruct, Smoke Screen, Sludge, and Toxic. So literally nothing different from the previous Koffing. You're fighting an exact duplicate. Yeah, that Levitate is a problem. Alright, let's go Mozilla. If I can defeat this thing without losing any more Pokemon, I still kind of stand a chance. Alright, and that burn definitely helps with the Sludge move. Confuse Ray. Full heal! How dare you carry full heals? At least the Confuse Ray might make a difference. Okay, so once again, Sludge is weakened. There we go. There we go. That's what I needed. Alright, now I hope he doesn't use Self-Destruct. That's the only move I'm really fearing right now. No. Woo! Thank you, Burn. Really? Dude, really? The Poison Axe is real! Alright, well, he died to the burn, so that's that. Oh, Hotness grew to level 30, alright. Alright, Weezing, his last Pokemon and by far his most powerful. With the moves, Toxic, Sludge, and Smoke Screen, and Tackle. Yeah, his most powerful Pokemon gets rid of Self-Destruct, even though it's the evolution of Koffing, and uses Tackle instead. Yeah, not the best choice, but hey, consider this is supposed to be his last Pokemon, that's not the move you really want to go for, so it makes sense, but out of all moves, Tackle, really? Either way, he's pretty useless with Burn on him, so Tackle and Sludge aren't going to do too much. Smoke Screen can be a problem because he can lower my accuracy and just ultimately knock me out because I can't hit him. Let's see. You know what? Kate hasn't gotten any love. Let's send Kate out. And that burn might be all I needed. That burn doing damage every turn and cutting his attack stat, that's definitely a lot. Alright, unfortunately, Dig isn't going to be doing anything because he's levitating, so I'm just going to use other moves. Alright, just don't get poisoned. There you go, Kate. Hang in there. Just hang in there. That's all I got to do. Probably going to use a Hyper Potion. Alright, flinch? No. Alright, Toxic. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing. So, badly poisoned. So, watch. That did next to nothing this turn. But every turn, it's pretty much going to double. Alright, I knew that Hyper Potion was coming, so I can't really freak out. But now I can freak out! Thanks for missing! Alright, but there you see, at first it did 4 HP of damage, then it did 8. It's just going to keep growing and growing and growing, so... That's why I'm glad I have Hotness. A poison type. You cannot poison a poison type. That was also something good for Ivysaur, but, or Brute Root, I should say. But also being a grass type kind of made it a neutral attack instead of being not very effective, so that kind of sucks. But oh well, let's see. Highly defensive, so I think I'll just go for Thunderbolt, see how much that does. And that's why I love mixed attackers. They can do more with what they've got. Now, obviously, Hotness is defensive rather than offensive, so it's not going to do too much. This set is mostly designed for, like, huge weaknesses and stuff, but I really don't have a big weakness for poison besides ground, and they just happen to be levitating. But anyway, Weezing, gone. Not quite enough for a level up, but hey, I actually won my first attempt. I'm surprised. Huh, you've proven your worth. Here, take the soul badge. And I got 4,300 Poké Dollars for winning. Awesome. Dude, I did not expect to win in my first go. Alright, you get TMO6 from Koga, that is toxic. So, how I just explained, basically, it does a little bit of damage at first, but over time it does more and more and more damage. And since I'm keeping myself under leveled for the most part, Toxic could be a very useful move whenever I don't feel like level grinding too much and I don't have to resort to it. So, Toxic. Let's see who can learn that. Let's look at Mozilla first. Like, pretty much everyone can learn Toxic, so it's a move you just cannot go wrong with. I do like the whole Confuse Ray thing I've got on Mozilla, but I could probably do without that. Let's go look at Brute Root as soon as I click the right button. Let's look at Brute Root. Oh, yeah, Toxic over Poison Powder. More accurate and does more. Yeah, let's do that. Toxic over Poison Powder. Easy. So Leech Seed and Toxic, that is a deadly combo. Very deadly combo. So, Brute Root just got a little more powerful, and now pretty much the only thing I need to wait on for him is his evolution. And then he'll be pretty much set. Now, actually, yeah, that's one of the only things on my team that I need. Brute Root needs to evolve, and Tripolar needs to evolve. Whirlpool's already fully evolved, and his moveset can be altered with TMs and stuff, but he's pretty much set for now. But anyway, Koga said we just got the ability to use Surf outside of battle, and before I go heal, I'm at least going to show this off. Heading down to Route 19, I'm not actually going to go this way, but the water is dyed deep. Well, the water is dyed a deep blue. Would you like to surf? And now you ride on the water. And before I run into wild Pokemon, I'm just going to hop off of that. So yeah, you can start surfing now, which gives us access to a bunch of new areas. I'll actually go hop on my town map real quick. So as you can see, there's areas to surf over here, back where you can catch other Pokemon by fishing, but now you can actually catch them by surfing. There's another, well, technically 2 routes, because it merges from 19 to 20, and this goes to Cinnabar Island. There's also a route right south of Pallet Town, which will also lead to Cinnabar Island. That's a short way. Now, not going to worry about Cinnabar Island yet, because there's still one major city that we have to take care of, and that is Saffron City. We could have taken care of this at any point, really, but level-wise, I saved it for this point. We're gonna head there in the next episode and take on a few things right before the gym, then take on the gym, and then we're gonna head to Cinnabar Island. So, gonna heal. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Bye, bye, bye.